Hey everybody, today we're going to show you the location for 40 Yarrow here in Red Dead Redemption 2 for those of you trying to complete the Herbalist challenges, so let's jump into it. Our first location is going to be found just southeast of Valentine and just to the west of the Citadel Rock. You guys can see as we zoom in the exact location here on your map. Once you make your way over here, there's going to be 3 plants that are all pretty easy to find, all in a triangle right here. So we can pick these, and this will be your first 3. Our next location is really close to our last one, just west of the Citadel Rock. This one's a little bit further northwest, closer to Valentine, right where our marker is here. There's again going to be 3 plants, all easy to spot in a triangle here. You can see them all on your screen. But once you make your way over here and grab these, this will be your next 3. Our next location is just northeast of our last location, again southeast of Valentine here. As we zoom in, we'll show you the exact location again on the map. Once you make your way to the red marker, you'll see there's going to be 2 plants here. They'll both be right next to each other. So once you go ahead and pick both of these, this will be number 7 and 8. Our next location is going to be pretty close by as well. This one directly north of the Citadel Rock, east of Valentine. As we zoom in, you'll see if you've already picked the plants up here, you'll have a little plant marker on your map, and it'll be right next to that. It'll be in the middle of these trees. When you get over here, there's just going to be a triangle of the plants. So you can see all 3 of them here. And once you pick all 3 of these, this will be at numbers 9 through 11. Our 5th location is going to be found to the southeast of the Citadel Rock, just northwest of the W that you see in New Hanover. As we zoom in on your map, you'll see we'll be in the middle of this little field right here. When you get over here, there's only going to be 2 plants. The first one will be easy to spot in the middle of this little dirt patch. But once you pick this one, the second one's going to be right over here beside it in the grass. The second one's a little bit harder to see, but once you get both of these, this will be numbers 12 and 13. Our next location is going to be found in the same field as our last location. This time we're going to head to the eastern side of that field. So again, you can see our red marker. We're on the eastern side. When you get over here, you'll see these tall bushes. We're going to have 3 plants that are all in a triangle right next to the bushes. So you can go ahead and pick all 3 of these, and this will be at number 14 through 16. Our next location is going to be found directly between the letter E and letter W that you see in New Hanover on your map. So as we zoom into the exact spot you want to head to, you're going to find 4 plants. The first 2 are a little tricky to find. They're going to be right next to each other in this little patch of bushes. You can go ahead and grab these 2. And then once you pick up these 2, you want to work your way up towards the rocks. So if we go up this little dirt path in front of us, and if you look to your left where this giant slanted rock is, there's going to be another 2 that are in front of this one. So we can go ahead and pick these 2. In total, we'll get 4. And these will be numbers 17 through 20. Our next location is going to be found just southeast of the E in New Hanover. As we zoom in, if you've been over here, you might have a little rabbit emblem on your map. It's going to be just northeast of that little rabbit emblem. But it'll be pretty easy to spot as it's a little open field here, and you're going to have 3 all in a little triangle right here. So you can pick all 3 of these, and these will be numbers 21 through 23. The next location is going to be found just south of the letter E in New Hanover. You can see we're going to be southwest of that rabbit emblem on the map, right here on top of this little hill. Once you make your way over here, they'll be easy to spot. There's only going to be 2 plants here, so you go ahead and pick both of these, and these will be numbers 24 and 25. Our next location is going to be found just to the west of the letter E in New Hanover. This one's going to be right next to the railroad tracks, and there's going to be a giant dead tree right around where our marker is. When you make it over here, you can see the railroad tracks and the dead tree that's right here beside them. And right next to that little tree is going to be 3 more plants, all in a triangle. Pretty easy to spot, but you can grab all 3 of these, and these will be numbers 26 through 28. The next location is found just south of the W in New Hanover, and it's actually going to be just southwest of the letter P that you see in Twin Stack Pass here as we zoom all the way in. But once you make your way over here, there's only going to be 2 plants here, one right here in front of us. The second one will be right beside it, but once you grab both of these will be numbers 29 and 30. Location number 12 is going to be found just northeast of the H in New Hanover and just along the main path where you can see our red marker here. As we zoom all the way in, there's only going to be 2 plants here, pretty easy to spot out in the grass. One will be right here, and the other one's just to our left, right here beside it. But you can grab both of these, and these will be numbers 31 and 32. Location number 13 is going to be found directly on the letter H of New Hanover. As we zoom all the way into this one, you'll see we'll be right on the side of that letter. Once you get over here, again, pretty easy to spot in the field. There's only going to be 2 at this location, and they will be right next to each other. So you can grab both of these, and they'll be number 33 and 34. Location 14 is going to be found just south of the letter H in New Hanover, so really close to our last location. When you make your way over to this red mark, you're going to find a tent as well as a couple wagons, and the plants are going to be found right in front of those wagons. Again, there's only going to be 2 at this location, so once you grab both of these will be numbers 35 and 36. Our 15th and final location is going to be just southeast of the letter H in New Hanover, so again, really close to our last couple of locations right here in this field. There's going to be 4 in total, so you'll find your first 2 in the grass right here. And if you look in front of us, you're going to see a couple little patches of dirt that are in the grass. If you make your way over towards those patches of dirt, right over here next to the bushes, you're going to find another 2 flowers. So you can go ahead and pick both of these. And after you get all 4 of these, this will put you at 40. But this is where to find 40 Yarrow here in Red Dead Redemption 2. Hopefully this video helps some of you guys out. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.